Hello everyone, let's see what is SQL. So the standard definition of SQL is structured query language. Structured query language. So it is used to communicate with the relational database such as MySQL, Oracle database, Postgres SQL, Microsoft SQL Server. SQL Server. So what is SQL? What is the standard definition of SQL? So SQL stands for Structured Query Language. It is used to communicate with the relational database such as MySQL, Oracle database, Postgres SQL, Microsoft SQL Server. Okay, let us see why do we need to structure the data. So why do we need to structure the data? So we need to structure the data because it is easy to store, search. So we need to structure the data because it is easy to store, search, update and analyze. So for example, say that in a school record, let's say we have 4 records. For example, the first one is the student name is Ravi. Ravi is 20 years old and second record is, let's say Radha is 18 years old. So Radha is 18-year-old. And let's say another 2 or 3 record. Maybe Sudha is 19 and Madhu is 21-year-old. So let's see, without the structured data, the record value used to be like this. So in case if we need to get the details of the student whose age is 20, whose age is greater than 20, so we can say Madhu. So Madhu is 21-year-old, so you can say it is Madhu. So here it is easy to say. How about if you have like thousands record of a student containing age, name, their marks, ID, something like that, so it would be very difficult to access their details like name or ID or marks. So that is the reason the data are stored in the form of rows and column for easy access. So what if we have thousands record? Then it will be very difficult to access the data as per age, marks, etc. Hence, data are stored in the structured form. Such as rows and columns. Okay. And so depending on the task it performs, depending on the task it performs, the SQL gets categorized into 4 parts. So the first one is DDL, which is nothing but data definition language, which is nothing but a data definition language. So this language is mainly used to change the structure of the database. So this changes the structure of the database. And second one is going to be DML, which is nothing but data manipulation language. So this changes the data of the database. So changes the data in the table. Okay. And the third one is DCL, which means data control language. So data control language is nothing but it controls the permission. And the last one is TCL, which is nothing but, so TCL is nothing but transaction control language. So this controls whether the data changes are saved or cancelled. So let's see more about each language. Okay, so first one, let's see DDL language. So more about DDL language, let's see. So DDL language is used to define and modify. So which is used to define and modify the structure of database object, such as tables, database, column, indexes, and constraints. So DDL, which is nothing but data definition language, is used to define and modify the structure of database objects. So DDL is used to define and modify the structure of database objects. So here database objects are nothing but the tables, databases, columns, indexes, and constraints. So this language is, that is the DDL language, is mostly used to modify this database objects only. So database objects such as tables, databases, columns, indexes, and constraints. So for example, let's see how the command looks like and what is the use of those commands. So first one, let's see. So first one, let's see, create database. Create database. So this is the command. It is not the complete command, but this command mainly is used to create a database. So create database, which is nothing but to create the new database. And second one, create table. So this will create a new table. And next one, alter table. So alter table, what this will do is it will add or change the columns, and also it drop the column. Okay, so alter table command is used to modify, add or drop the column. I'll give the detailed example later. This is just like kind of shortcut to remember DDL commands and what is the use of that. So since I told that it defines the structure of the database object, so here create database is related to database, table related to table. So everything is related to column, table, database. Nothing is related to the rows, which is nothing but the data. So those definition or those will come in data manipulation language. So in using that language only, we'll be able to insert, update or delete the data from the rows. Okay. So let's see, the next command is rename. So this is also related to column. So what this rename will do, it will rename a table. Okay, so next one is drop table. Drop table. So what this will do is it will delete the table permanently. Delete the table permanently. Next one is drop database. Drop database. So this will also delete the database permanently. So delete the database permanently. Okay, so next one, let's see, truncate table. truncate table. So what this command will do is, this will remove all the rows, but it keeps the table structure as it is. So removes all the rows, but keeps the structure of the table as it is. Okay, so this is for DDL. Next, let's see for DML. DML, which is nothing but data manipulation language. Data manipulation language. So the name itself, it says data manipulation. So we are doing some manipulation in the data. And here DDL, data definition language. So here we are defining the structure of the database, that is data definition language. Okay. So data manipulation language. So this is used to manipulate the data stored inside the table. Okay, and they do not change the table structure, such as column name or add column, drop column, those thing and all. It will not do. It will only do the changes to the rows or the data updated inside the table. Okay, so this is used to manipulate the data inside the table and do not change the table structure. Okay, so let's see some of commands example. So the commands are, let's see, first one is insert. INSERT, insert. So this will help to insert rows in the table. So add rows, new rows. Okay, add new rows. And second one is update. Update command is used to modify the rows, which is nothing but it modifies the existing row. So it just update the row. So the insert command will add the new rows, whereas this update will modify the existing row. So update will modify the existing rows. Next one, let's say delete. So what this delete command will do is, it will delete the rows or remove the rows. It will remove the rows. Let's see about DCL. DCL, which is nothing but data control language. Data control language. So as I have already told you, data control language is related to permissions, so which controls the permissions. So this is used to control the user access and permission in the database. So this is used to control the user access and permissions in the database. So it defines which, or I could say